waiting on the ban phase to start. So speaking of Patreon, let's bring that up and give you guys as much information as possible that we can give that to you guys.
Hey guys, Kaiser Tim here to talk to you about our TGL campaign for Patreon. We've always wanted to do a tournament for the community, by the community, and TGL Season 2 gives us the opportunity to create the first ever crowdfunded tournament for Evolve. Now our funds raised by this campaign go towards our prize pool for the players to compete for and to help pay our staff for all the amazing work that they do. So why Patreon? Patreon allows us to fulfill our dream of making a league for Evolve with real stakes on the line. The more patrons we get allows us to make a bigger and better competitive scene. We're also all about the community, so we wanted a way to interact with you guys for helping us with our dream, so check out our rewards. You can donate to support our cause, or for just starting at $5 a month, that gives you early access to TGL content where we can show patrons what we're releasing before anyone else, and you guys can give us feedback on how we can shape the competitive scene further. Donating to Patreon is as easy as setting the amount and clicking to become a patron. Fill out all the information and away you go. All the money will go directly into our prize pool and to pay for our staff, like our caster's Nikki, meaning he won't have to starve tonight. It also gives us stakes on the line for players to compete over. Help us support the greatest league Evolve has ever seen by becoming a patron. Wait, should I look there or should I just stop?
All right, and we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a quick trailer giving you guys a couple details about the Patreon because this is the very first Evolve community-funded tournament. If you guys want to participate, help the prize pool out, then you are welcome to do so. More money, more incentive for these players to go at it for blood. We're going to hop into the next match in just a moment. We do have the losing team picking the map, and that map is going to be Refueling Tower. And the picks and bans are going to be coming in just a moment. For those of you unfamiliar with TGL, one more time, the ban system is Monster banned first, Hunter class picked, then a Hunter is banned, Hunter picked from that class, repeat for all those Hunters, and Monster is picked at the very last.
And it'd be interesting to see what they're doing. Like we are on Refueling Tower, so it's a completely different map. Completely different playstyle is required for this map, and it also means longer sight lines for Gobi when he decides to throw him out, and so that way he can fly over and spot him. So we'll probably see a little bit more. We'll probably see Gobi being used much more effectively on this map, and I think that was part of the reason why they chose it, so they can track him a little better.
All right, hold on. I just got information. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, from my producer. And by that I mean Tim. There are 3 spots that are being given away in today's open bracket, so only one team will not get in. The first, second, and third place teams will get into TGL. The fourth place team will not from this open bracket tournament. I've gotten information that Eyes on You, because AmyBot is the last standing Eyes on You member, Eyes on You, who was invited for the 3rd seed and also 3rd place in Poland, is no longer playing in TGL, so everyone is being bumped up 1 seed. And the 3rd place match determines who gets in and who does not get in. So everyone who's going to be in the semifinals, and the winner, of course, is going to get in. And then the very last match for 3rd and 4th place will determine who is going to take the last seed in TGL. So everyone is getting bumped up a seed, except for YP and TPA. YP and TPA can't be bumped up a seed because they're 1 and 2. Eyes on You, which was the 3rd seed, is out. So everyone below them is being bumped up 1. And to fill their spot, we're taking 3 teams from today's tournament instead of just 1.
So we are getting the bans now. They are coming in. First ban is going to be Kraken, so which means that Fresh will probably be picking up Meteor Goliath again. And in response to the Kraken ban, he's actually going to ban Jack immediately because he knows he's going Meteor Goliath. So right now they're about to start their pick phase, waiting to find out what exact trapper we're going with and to try and complement what their playstyle is going to be for this map on Refueling Tower. I'm willing to bet it's going to be a Crow, but it could be a Griffin because the sound spikes are super effective on this map.
Crow, of course, was picked last round, and people tend to have their habits, use what they're comfortable with. So Crow may come out once again from the Trapper, but we are just waiting a second while the Hunter squad of EW goes behind the scenes to discuss what they want, and they're choosing Maggie this time around. Interesting choice right there, going Maggie. I'm almost certain we're going to see a Goliath pick because Kraken was banned, either Meteor Goliath or Goliath. but Maggie has been picked. I guess they want Goliath to have to deal with those harpoons before they have to deal with hunters.
Okay, and the next class of again is going to be medic,
Medic.
so we might see
Medic is
Val
up
get
next,
banned
Val.
again because Fresh
gonna
is
get
on bans, so it was highly successful when he banned last time. So
Yeah, they forced that Rogue Val pick, and he didn't seem to have trouble whatsoever against Rogue Val. Even though I prefer Rogue Val over normal Val against Meteor Goliath, he did pretty well against her because her dodge and sustain just wasn't there that last round. And indeed, Fresh does ban Val. Val is going to be an extremely popular ban in TGL today, and just in TGL in general. That's a very, very popular medic. And EW Exploding Wraiths is going to pick the medic up next, and that's probably going to be... They didn't do so hot with Rogue Val last round. Maybe they'll go Kyra. Kyra's also a pretty good alternate pick, or they could go Bucket Laz. But
that's
Rogue
another
Val
option
does
on the
come out
table.
from EW.
that is definitely another
If they're
option on the
confident
table.
with Laz, yeah.
The only problem
If
I
you
see
have-
with that is because Meteor Goliath with his extra flame range,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's true.
it just makes it really hard to pull off those turrets along with the last cloaks being put in. It's going to be really interesting
Yeah.
to see if they're able to pull that off. But they are actually picking Rogue Val, so we're going to see what looks like a similar composition to last game with the change from Crow to Maggie because of Daisy's ability to direct the Hunter team no matter where the monster is on the map.
You know, I really like the Maggie Rogue Val pick because you got a lot of sneaky revives. You got the health regen revives and you got the Daisy revives, which are really, really annoying to watch out for. So this monster is going to have to really, really be on his toes, make sure Daisy doesn't pull out any sneaky reses. Sunny has been banned once again. Fresh banned Sunny last round and is once again banning Sunny. Hank has been picked, and Fresh is now banning Torvald. That's the last class assault. Torvald has been banned. Hank picked, Sunny banned, Torvald banned, and the last assault ban is going to be... Excuse me, the last assault pick is... I'm not sure. Wow, this monster, though.
Already picking before the assault has been selected, but let's wait until we reveal that. We'll keep that a surprise for you guys as we are just waiting on the assault, just to make sure we are following the formula.
Yeah, let's let him see on screen. Fresh does not care what the last assault is going to be and picks the monster before the
But
assault.
we'll just keep that as a surprise for you guys. But I don't know, it's a
what
good surprise.
I'm going to give one hint.
No.
I'm going to give one hint. I would pick Torvald against this monster.
Ah, too bad he's banned, though.
Truth. All right, I would pick...
You could
with
say
Torvald
that
banned, I would pick-
there, you see me blank, they hatin', right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People always hating, and
It's
this
hard to reveal
monster.
something, it's just tongue-tying me.
Bringing the Iron Curtain, you know?
Yeah, it's
Put
just
him between
separating
him and the
West and
haters.
East Germany. Yeah, it's
Dropping
just...
those hot rhymes, spitting them hot flames.
Oh, man.
But okay, Torvald is banned. Who would you play against this monster?
Against this
I
monster?
would pick Torvald.
Primary choice would
Yeah.
be Torvald. Secondary, I'd say, would probably be Hyde, because the Toxic Grenade would
I
be
was gonna say.
really effective along with the Flamethrower. And then third would probably be Lennox in my priority list.
Yeah,
Granted, I can't
think-
play
think I'd
Parnell,
go Hyde.
so...
No, Blitz Markov's, even though Blitz Markov is not allowed in TGL, I would say that that's also a pretty good pick against this particular monster, just because he's so slow and chunky. Real easy to keep that gold lightning on him.
And now that we've revealed what it is, we're going to go with... Parnell was actually picked up on the Assault, which means Behemoth is getting picked up and played. So we're going into this game with not a Meteor Goliath as we all thought. We're going in with a Bob the Builder, Behemoth, the Wrecking Ball, the Blue Hedgehog. Now the question is, what skin does he pick? Does he pick the Crimson Blood skin, or does he go with
Oh,
the...
clearly the bright blue one.
Oh, yeah, the bright blue Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah.
Azure? The Azure Sonic the Hedgehog one.
Yeah.
is
It's so
what it is.
good.
So
One
for
thing
those
that
of you who
you-
are confused, the picks, Parnell, Hank, Rogue Val, Maggie, Behemoth.
Yeah. So that is displayed on the screen for you guys. So we are going into game now. We are on Inspector Cabot versus Exploding Wraiths, coming to you live, well, with a 90-second delay, just to ensure fair play, which again, because this is the Gentleman's League, we make sure everything's fair. And we're coming at you guys with as much information as possible with the two of the best casters in the game, Stell Shampoo and myself. Stell Shampoo, of course, has much nicer hair than I do, because it's so pretty and fluffy.
Oh, it's so damn fluffy, dude.
Oh, man. All right, if
So
I
fluffy,
ever
so
meet you,
cream.
I'm gonna pat it.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. Have you ever taken your beddings out of the washing machine and then put them on your bed and then slept in them like right afterwards and it was really warm?
So nice.
That's what my hair is after I blow dry it. Except it's persistent and on my head.
It's like you constantly have that blanket just wrapping around you for coziness.
Yeah, it's very.
It's the perfect time to
very
sleep.
warm and
It's like you get a duvet
Very,
cover. You just
very satisfying.
warm it up,
Feels like
cuddle,
a free pillow.
roll yourself in it. Just
Great.
like,
It's very, very fluffy. Hopping in here. Oh, we actually have the Turtle Rock Gold Bob coming in. He looks like candy. You ever get like candy wrapped in a wrapper? Like that's what he looks like. If you were to like scratch him and peel him back, I feel like I could peel back that gold foil wrapper.
okay,
and
okay.
be able to eat the chocolate inside.
What kind of chocolate would he be? Or if he would
Kind
be
of
chocolate,
chocolate.
would he be like a jawbreaker maybe?
I was gonna say he'd be like some what do they call those things? A chocolate malt?
Ooh.
What are the ones that I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of a particular brand
I don't know.
of chocolate malt.
Milky Way? No, that's not Milky Way.
It's like something ease.
I don't know. I'm in
Oh my
Canada.
God. Hold on. Now I have to Google this. Oh, it's gonna bug me for the rest of the cast.
Oh man, talking about chocolate melts, man. Top priority. But we are getting into the game. It'll be interesting.
Whoppers.
Whoppers?
Got it.
All right, good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Got him. That's what Bob is.
So we are going into this game now. It's loading up. So before we get in, what perk do you think they're going to choose on Bob? Wizards coming out of fresh is Behemoth.
Man, what do you pick in Bob? I mean, my favorite Bob perk is Goliath. So I pick, if you're like, hey Nikki, do you want to play Bob? No, let's go Goliath. His slightly more mobile,
Well, Moose Speed's
less tanky
extremely good
brother.
on Bob because his ability to make his like traversal just like literally Sonic the Hedgehog. He's just gone. He's curls up in a ball and he's gone. Right?
Oh yeah.
So we'll have
That's
to take a
sound
look
effects.
at what he got. And then you got like traversal recharge, you got damage output. All those are great because he just combo well with him because he's just able to be like, hey, I'm gone, or hey, I'm just gonna melt your face. Okay, bye. But let's take a look and see what abilities he chose first. We got 1 point Lava Bomb, 1 point Tongue Grab, 1 point Fissure, which means he's looking to farm and as effectively and as quickly as possible because he's not going to be using that Rock Wall for defense. You'll notice at stage 2 he's probably going to go with a Rock Wall because that way he's able to mitigate the Hank damage and protect himself. But let's take a look at that lovely perk. We're looking at increased feeding rate by 75%. Doesn't even want to get caught. Stage 1. Says, no, I want out of this.
Yeah,
he knows once
he's
he's
not
caught.
such a bad pick. He could wall and eat behind the wall, and the thing is with Bob is he gains more armor per food than all the other monsters. So having feed speed is not such a bad choice. Actually going in to eat the spotter right there, and he could tongue the mammoth bird, but he's deciding to chase that down instead. Feeding with Bob, really interesting, because you can use the tongue grab to insta-kill those mammoth birds and a fissure. The lava bomb, I think mainly he's going to be using for leaving right behind him in order to slow down the hunters and deter them from running at him. Ooh, but it looks like we do have an evolution here, and the trappers, what is that, 115-ish meters away?
Yeah, when the evolve finished. So they're going to be getting close. They'll definitely be within evolve distance if they keep going forward. He's at 60 right now, 55, 50 there. He's within evolve distance. I was getting worried there. Yeah, there's a 1 point rock wall, which means he'll be able to eat once he gets someone down with the 2 point lava bomb, 2 point tongue grab, and 1 point fissure. So he's looking to just grab someone, fissure, rock wall him, and then just have his way with them at that point.
Go for the pounce. Drop inside of the lava bomb. Ooh, Orbital coming in hot. Does a serious amount of damage to Bob. The thing is with Bob is he has a hard time moving out of AoE damage like the Orbital and like Torvald's Mortals. Lava bomb going out. Looks like Bob is locked into a fight here and is taking a serious amount of heat. He has no armor here at pretty much the start of this dome. Going in on Hyde. Hyde does have the shield from Hank, but he's really trying to focus him down for some reason. Of course, the tankiest player on the team, also the team's damage dealer. Hyde's really going in with that stink nade. Of course, like I said earlier, Bob having a hard time getting out of that AoE, and that stink nade is really starting to tear through him. Finally, he's outside of it. He's already lost 4 bars of health. Not to mention, he'll probably lose a couple on the chase, knowing how slow Bob is. He could try to rock wall and start mitigating at this point. He's not close to getting...
And he got the down on
I thought he
Hyde.
was going to bail out and go on the minigun, but apparently not. I knew that rock wall was going to come up, and I thought Hyde was going to bail out, wait for that personal shield to be charged.
I didn't even think about that, but did you see what they just did? They just comboed the Hank shield with the assault shield. So assault shield went, right? Rogue Vow is healing, right, with the AoE plus the med gun, and then they had the Hank shield on top of it, so it's just a guaranteed pickup every time.
I was almost certain, though, Hyde was going to get out of that. He should not have maintained that much aggression right there. And you saw at the end, he popped his shield when he was down. So his shield was obviously going just about to be ready, but he wanted to stay in the fight. I would have sat back on the minigun and then jumped in when my shield was ready. I was almost certain he predicted the wall and was going to back out before the wall went up and he went down, but no, apparently not. He just sat there and started eating lavas to the face.
Well, even it's just an enormous amount of damage coming out, and he did take a ton of damage as well. That's not